Thank you for tuning in to this special Vulcan Report, Brexit edition. You're looking at a late night real-time chart of the British pound sterling. As you can see, right after the 4 p.m. close, as we're getting late into the evening now, it's almost 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, you see that the pound it just exploded up to 150 and then dropped. I have not seen moves like this in the currencies, oh my goodness, and I don't know how long. We dropped from 150 to 140. 1,000 pip move. Quite amazing. 1,000 pips, and here we are now falling even more. We're at 140, 160 right now. 1,000 pips, 150 to 140, and we're dropping again. Incredible price action happening right now. Parabolic, super hyper parabolic moves coming in this pound. They're doing everything in their power to try to persuade people to vote to stay, and it does not seem to be working. I tried to explain in yesterday evening's video, our end of day video, how the pimperation of the people and how mass hypnosis and hysteria works, where they keep putting ads and stuff and lying, trying to manipulate the results, saying that most people want to stay, and the truth of the matter is most people want to leave. The power base, the power structure wants them to stay, because then the European Union has more power. They have more control over more territories in Europe. That's what they want. They want a centralized Europe with a centralized, non-representative, non-elected official power base. That's what they want. They want a cabal of few controlling the many. Okay, that's what this is all about. That's why they've been threatening that if you leave, then there are going to be consequences. We're going to crash and destroy your markets and your economy. Okay, that's the threat, saying you can't make it on your own. It's cold out there. It's cold outside. It's freezing. Don't you want to come in from out the cold? Don't you want to come in here where it's warm and fuzzy? And that's what they do. They manipulate and they lie and say that it's going to be scary outside. There are monsters outside. Don't you want to stay in here where it's warm? And as you can see in this real-time chart, the pound sterling is falling yet again, about to test these lows. This bar alone has a almost 400 point length in it. A high of 144.87 and a low of 140.81. Again, 400 points just in this bar alone. Look at this market. Now you may be wondering, how is it affecting the US markets? I'm glad you asked. Well, as you can see here, the Dow Jones throughout the day, the US equity markets, they ran it up just like I warned you. What did I say? I told you it was a pump and dump. I warned you that this was the blowing up of the balloon getting ready to pop. When they want to crash a market, they always run it up first. I've told you that time and time again. Those of you who've been with me, who followed this channel for the last several years, I've always warned, before they crash a market, they rally it up. Alright, it's called a head fake. It's called a bull trap. Alright, those of you who bought this market on the close yesterday got trapped. There's some people, unfortunately, that got caught up in this 18,000 level. We dropped from 18,000 all the way down to 17,469. Alright, let that sink in. That's a 600 point drop from top to bottom. Just since the close, the 4 p.m. close, you have now dropped 600 points in the Dow. You're hurting. You're hurting right now. You're wounded. You've been shot. I know. You're bleeding. You're hemorrhaging money. I understand. That's why I put the videos out to warn you. This is what we call volatility. In this case, extreme, extraordinary volatility. So what does that mean? It means that the volatility shares in the morning, come the 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time opening, you can expect volatility shares to just catapult into the atmosphere, the stratosphere, maybe even the ironic sphere, depending on how much worse this gets. But as we do this video, you can see this real-time chart. The Dow is now down 380 points, about to hit down 400, and it's probably going to take out this low right here. And if this Brexit thing turns left, if this thing goes left, you can expect the Dow to probably be down 1,000 points. And the pound may be down several thousand pips. It's just how it is, okay? It's the nature of the beast. And then you won't have but a minute to get in there if you're short or a long volatility to take profit, because then that's when the robots will be unleashed into the markets to prop them up, and you'll see a gangster rally turn around. They will make your head spin. They'll break your neck to try to watch it. So you're going to want to be on guard. Take your profits early. All right, you try to watch it, because things could get really, really crazy, and you could get fast market conditions. And once they announce fast market conditions, that's one step before they think about closing the markets. So you don't want to be caught out there dangling if they close the markets. You're going to want to take your profits immediately. Here we go. We're down 401 points now. Take your profits immediately. Okay? Don't get greedy. Take your money and run, so that way if they close the market, you've already cashed out. You got your money. All right? In addition to that, if you wait too long, if they don't close the market, when the machines come in, they'll make this thing turn around so fast you won't be able to do anything. And in fast market conditions, they do not have to fill your orders. Just remember that. They do not have to fill your orders in a fast market. All right? They do not have to fill your orders in a fast market. Even market orders can be dissed and dismissed. They can say, I couldn't find a price for you, I couldn't fill you, I'm sorry. Sorry. So don't fall victim to that. If you're up big in the morning at that 9:30 open, get the heck out of the market. Book your profits for Friday and keep it moving. All right? And then when the dust settles, you can decide what you're going to do from there. But as of right now, this is what this market is looking like. Now I want to show you something else real quick. Here's your gold. Now this is what I think the volatility shares are going to look like in the morning. Here's your gold. See how they beat poor gold down into the dust? What did I say? Before they crash a market, they pump it up. Before they blast the market off to the moon, they crash it down. Because the powers that be, they want to get in at the cheapest price possible, so they can ride all of this up here. All right, well that's what happened. Look at this. If you were short the gold, you bought the hype, you drunk the Kool-Aid, you got short. Well, look what happened. They ran it right back. Okay. Now this is not really extraordinary yet, not unless we get above 1,300. Now, if this gold can get can blast over 1,300, even get to 1,350 off this Brexit stuff, now that will be powerful. But as of right now, it's still a good, nice explosion. You see this huge gap up. You close down here at 1255.50, and as it stands right now, market's trading at 1283. So that's quite a substantial move. Right now, gold is up 19 bucks. All right, here's your silver right now, and just so you know, right now the early polls right now over the Brexit is favoring leaving. So that's why you're seeing this pandemonium setting in. Silver right here is not as strong though on the reaction as the gold right now. You got a nice spike right here. All right, spike high to 1750. Right now we're at 1740, but usually when you see a tail like that, this usually is like the carrot leading the donkey. So this right here is going to come and get that carrot and then just blast off. This really doesn't mean anything. So just to let you know that's a spike high, but because of what's happening here, that's gonna take off. All right, so Oh, one other thing I want to show you. All right, here is the crude oil. Look at the crude oil following the way of the pound. Look at that. All right, they ran it up to 50 bucks, and now here it is. They ran it all the way down to 48. So $2 move, or 200 pip move here in the oil. That's amazing, isn't it? Just how they're able to pimp these markets and get them to move any way they want them to. And by the way, the NASDAQ futures is down 105. Let's take a look at that. Incredible movement right now. Look at this. Look at this. Down 112 now in the NASDAQ. NASDAQ 100 futures. Look at this. Incredible price action. And those who got long up here on the close, you're hurting right now. You're being destroyed right now. I told you the market tries to set itself up to hurt as many people as possible. Where was the hurt coming from today? It was coming from the short side, not the long side. All right, if you went with the crowd, you're being destroyed right now. All right, here's your S&P 500. Look at it. Oh, there it is. New low now in the S&P 500. S&P 500 right now as we speak is down 56 and a quarter. 56 points and a quarter. Look at this. Look at the pain. They ran this thing all the way up to 21.19 and a half. That was a key level too. That 21.10 to 21.20 level was key. That sucked in a lot of bulls. And now here we are at 20.50, man. Incredible movement right now. Just hurting people's feelings right now in the worst way possible. And look at the Nikkei. Nikkei's down about to hit 800. It's down 790 right now. It's about to be down 800. It was down more than 800 earlier, and look at us now. Here we are. This is absolutely bananas. Look at this super parabolic movement. Look at this movement. Incredible price action right now in these markets. And I'll leave you with this. This is the TVX. They beat it down all day. Beat it down, beat it down. And then look, even hit a low of 209. Now look at it. I suspect at the rate things are going, when this market opens on tomorrow, it'll probably open up here at $3, anywhere from $3 to $5 higher. It's just going to gap, and it's just going to gap up and do that. Especially if this Brexit thing goes left and they decide to leave. Yeah, this is probably going to go to 20, 30, maybe even $50. Especially if the Dow is down 1,000 points by the time this thing opens in the morning. Yeah, you can suspect that this TVIX, or even the other volatility funds, yeah, they'll be through the roof. So unfortunately, unless you took some positions, some shorts, you got long some of these volatility calls or something like that, you're probably going to get smoked and get your face completely ripped off right now and tomorrow. And I'm sorry to hear that. And if you're not following these pulse waves, what are you doing with your life? Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So take what you can, give nothing back. And if tomorrow we wake up to pandemonium and the markets are down thousands of points, you're going to be glad you got the Vulcan report and you followed the pulse waves. Nighty night. Not seem to be working. I tried to explain in yesterday evening's video, our end of day video, how the pimperation of the people and how mass hypnosis and hysteria works, where they keep putting ads and stuff and lying, trying to manipulate the results, saying that most people want to stay, and the truth of the matter is most people want to leave. The power base, the power structure wants them to stay, because then Thank you for tuning in to this special Vulcan report, Brexit edition. You're looking at a late night real-time chart of the British pound sterling, As you can see, right after the 4 p.m. close, as we're getting late into the evening now, it's almost 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, you see that the pound it just exploded up to 1,000 pips, 150 to 140, and we're dropping again. Incredible price action happening right now. Parabolic, super hyper parabolic moves coming in this pound. They're doing everything in their power to try to persuade people to vote to stay, and it's does 50 and then dropped. I have not seen moves like this in the currencies, oh my goodness, and I don't know how long. We dropped from 150 to 140. 1,000 pip move. Quite amazing. 1,000 pips, and here we are now falling even more. We're at 140, 160 right now. European Union has more power. They have more control over more territories in Europe. That's what they want. They want a centralized Europe with a centralized, non-representative, non-elected official power base. That's what they want. They want a cabal of few controlling the many. Okay, that's what this is all about. That's why they've been threatening that if you leave, then there are going to be consequences. We're going to crash and destroy your markets and your